Yeah. You know, when you're sleeping and you wake up, for the brain to to get up and nachilalisha. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to go live on TikTok. How are you, family? I'm okay, Rene. I'm okay. Just at the end of the year, sometimes, you know, you reflect too much. You're reflecting, and then issues. 2025 has not been an easy year for me. 2025 has not been an easy year for me. It has been a struggle, but I still have to praise the Lord. I'm grateful to God that I've reached this far, you know. But it's a struggle, Montwandi. It's really a struggle. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's really a struggle. It's a struggle. It's a battle in many ways. In many ways. In many ways. Where am I putting this phone? Oh, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay. Winfred Mwene. How are you, Winfred Mwene? Happy days. A president with only 3 structures. Phone. Why do you have to bring in my wife in? Just talk. Just talk. My wife is not involved in politics. Just talk about your issues. And yeah. And yeah, I don't need structures, actually. I don't need structures. I don't need structures. I don't need structures. Few. A time will come for structures. For now, I don't need structures. Time for structures will come. Structures ya EEP. Mwewa ponta mwewe Tayali one man party. Muke samkurira ama positions mu economic and equity party. Mukala ya luila. There is a time ama politics muntu wanje. Tayesa ngameno ya mukanwa. Ma politics tafitika ngameno ya mukano. Tafitika ngameno ya mukano. Mwebomo Hichilema kukondema no kuchita criticize. But patali muntu wandi yalikava ife twalifikako na pano mule tutambako nokutambako ni success tepa nono hapa hiyo tepa nono yalikava tafisa ngameno ya mukanwa politics yalikava muntu wandi politics teavanana tekafati wavuka fe kirikiti ifintu fyambo kuchitika ufire wapitamo na utekanya fe nokutekanya fifinefi na utekanya fe kwatawishwe ne foresta kanshi na wisho foresta wemwe yeah. Ine nchilinde abana President Hakainde is uplifting Zambia. Alama politics yalikosa bana, yalikosa tebufi yalikosa yalikosa kutoa manaka kwa tichipua so tunamanaka kwa tichipua. Okay, so we have the phone here. We switch on this thing, but there is a notice that I need to sort out this. Kasulwa kubantu tekuritata. Kasulwa kubantu tekuritata. Kasulwa kubantu tekuritata. I hope this drink is okay. Yeah, it's still okay. Okay, so yeah, good evening, everybody. I hope you are enjoying the end of the year. As I always say, to people that are close to me, end of the year is very important. It's a time to reflect. You reflect upon your life. It is not good to be living a life without reflecting. A life that you live without reflecting is not a progressive life. You need to reflect on your life in many aspects of your life. Take time, to take stock of what is going on in your life, especially young people. Please take your time to reflect on your life in many issues. Look at the year. How has the year? Where did you start from? What did you aspire to do in 2025? 2026 is coming. Where are you going? You should have immediate plans. You should have long-term plans. If you like, you can even have a mid-term kind of plan, short-term, mid-term, long-term plans. Short-term plans, it's about now, it's about today. What do I need to do before the close of the end of the year? What do I need to do? What do I need to do when in January? What am I supposed to do? What will I be doing in January? What will I be doing in February? You need, these are short term. These are short term. To some of us, okay, I'll put this in. Short term is about planning, about things that are going to happen, very soon. You've got a little bit of money. How are you going to utilize that money? What do you need in January? If you are a parent like me, January, at this time you have to be thinking of, how am I going to pay school fees for my children? Who needs to go to school? Those who are in school, how much do I need? So you start preparing yourself for January. You don't wait for January. The January Africa number, I need this, I need this. You start planning now. You start planning now so that January later, you have what you need for those children that are going back to school. Some, you have got children that are going to start school. You prepare for that. Because if you think about January, you'll be responsible in your expenditure as you celebrate, Christmas and New Year. Next year, what is it that you're going to achieve? What is it that you're going to achieve? If it is at school, maybe it's time for you to up your grades. Maybe it's time for you, to uplift yourself academically. Start something, maybe you want to advance your profession. You have to plan it. Even promotion punch to take vakam promote upon the foil approval foil. Even promotion ufilo it's the target. Next year ngola bomba ufilo what's the target got next year. By the end of next year, I must be recognized at my workplace. These are things. Now, these plans, sometimes these things, they may not happen there and then. This is why sometimes you need to have long-term plans. In my life, trust me, I've got my own struggles, but I know where I'm landing. I know where I'm going. I know where I am going. Someone was writing here to say a president without structures. That is part of my plan. That is not my immediate plan. I don't need those structures now. I don't need them. I don't need those structures now. It is not one of my immediate plans. It is not. Because structures come with responsibilities. Structure come with their own demands. Apaso Antoine Kane Kuriama elections. Next year we are going to have elections. Those of you who are aspiring to contest at any position, you must have structures wherever you want to contest. If it is at councillorship level, you must have a structure. If it is a member of parliament, you must have a structure. Of course, political parties have got their own structures. But within those structures, you must form your structures. Your structures. Not to say, a chairman, recognize the chairman in an area. Not to downplay or to belittle the party structures. Never do that. Never do that. Never belittle the party structures. But make sure that those party structures, they are agreeing with you. That is what I mean, that you must, in a way, have those structures on your side. They become yours. And politics involves money, involves money. This is something that I always talk about, and some people tend to think that, no, Tayali, politics is about money. Politics is about money. So even in those, I'm just not comfortable with this thing. It's looking like it's tilted. I don't know if it's my eyes. It's looking like it's tilted. I know my eyes have got a problem, but this thing, how can it be tilted? I don't think it is tilted. It's just my eyes, I guess. Yeah, those structures, you must look after people. You people who are aspiring to contest elections, look after people. Our politics say for you, fear. Our politics say for you, but look after people in one way or the other. Look after people. So, ukulanda pama structures for a person kuno kunse na bakuno ulimuexa erora the pama structures. Abantu bambokula kutumina mafoni ya kuno chite na alwala shani awe you can't manage. You can't manage. Fyakushira abena happy mampa. Happy Mampa is doing very well. I mean, I'm telling you, if you want to see one of the aspiring candidates who is doing well, who is really prepared, is Happy Mampa. I've seen Happy Mampa how he's doing. He's doing very, very well. So check how Happy Mampa is doing it. You need to look after people, more politics. You need to look after people. There is no two ways about it. No two ways about it. Ndoeva chiwini chairman one day. Your chairman ufilo kula mwafa. Ufilo kula mwafa. If you are politics. So I know where I'm going, and I don't lose sleep about some of these things. I don't lose sleep. I am not a guy that is excited to say, yo, next year, my elections, I must contest. Some of you, why start contest my elections? Some of these people that contest elections, I mean, you even wonder why they are contesting. Especially at presidential level. I don't understand why some of these people contest. Apaso Ilesa 2026, nimbonala wambo kupango tuma press conference. Uyapale imina. Honestly, some of these people, why? Like in this election, I don't even see why people should consider themselves presidential candidates against Hakainde Hichilema. I don't. I don't see why other people should waste our money, by coming forward and contest as presidential candidates. I don't see it. Mukatona widafye impia in printing ballot papers. Mukatona widafye niba nani aba paramine kono paramina. Niba nani. I'm shocked that the quality of my time wasters. Munanikane Mzambia. Twalikuwa tama time wasters. Na wamudododo wachiri waliranda. Wamudododo wachiri waliranda. Wachiri waliranda wamudododo. But anyway, Mudoro, let me congratulate you. I saw walishto kutuma suit. Tutuma suit nimbonapo tuma suit kwa tutatu. Eto washitireko. Nimbonapo tuma suit kwa tutatu. Turemoneka kuwino. That's why kulanda limoine ndefinda ndevi. Fila panga sense. Abantu balomfwa. Mudododo nashita kwa masuti. Mumaone utuma pictures. Pati utuma pictures tumu. Nashita kwa utuma picture. Utuma suti mudoro. Nachi mumona mudoro. Nashita kwa utuma suti. Kalemba. You should subscribe to Kalemba one. You should subscribe to Kalemba. Kalemba bali abantu. Not tutumana nikana ama ya mama ntwa nikana ya. Ndefo kumilanga ka suit. One of ka suit kwa ntwa nikane. Kwa uyu inoya tikalemba. Atina not Kalemba. Mudoro nashita kutuma suit. Ala Kalemba kalaka picture mwachibika kalaka kwa Mudoro kali quiz. Mwachibika ka picture kwa Mudoro. Takalemoneka ka picture kwa Mudoro. But Mudoro nashita kutuma suit. Nimbona po tutatu tule moneka kwa toka at least tuma suit not tule alipoala tuja. Tua pasa laula. Tua pasa laula. Apela nava kasha atuwasheni. Instead ya kutola kulondri. Takaye moneka ka picture la kenaka. Anyway, kadoko. So Hichilema po, I am not seeing a presidential candidate that is going to do anything. Tapadi, I'm not seeing it. Mwebale ibe patio Hakainde Hichilema, but I'm sure by now you have realized that Hakainde Hichilema is not going anywhere. Is there anyone who really thinks that Hakainde Hichilema is going anywhere? Is there anyone tonight, today, as we close the year, we are going into 2026? Is there anyone who thinks that Hakainde Hichilema is going? Where will Hakainde Hichilema go? He's going to be beaten by who? Takuli. Niba nani. Avenga ipimatine. Nke minina. Ine nkakwata votes. Takuli mule iwe pafi. And you are better off, just staying back. Itapadi. Ni nani? Elo ababe ni bana nkanenga ni ba PF benaba. Ba PF namuyona ola namupwafe completely. Namupwa. Mundu bile nchifo kumunanda posana, mundu bile munandi. Nchifo kumunanda posana, munandi, bad. Mundu wangu. Tagudi. The only thing that you can do, we are talking about planning. The only thing that you can do for everybody more opposition, because I'm still economic and equity part. We This is what you have to know. I'm still president of Economic and Equity Party. And I'm not going to let go of my party. I'm not going to let go of my party. I founded this party, and I've got a vision for Economic and Equity Party. But that does not mean that I should not recognize my weaknesses. I should not recognize the efforts of others. If you want to lead, you need to allow yourself to be led first. You need to allow yourself to be led. I want to be led. I want to serve in a government before I become president. I want to serve in government before I become president. And I am really, without, this is the end of the year. One of my aspirations for next year is that Hakainde Hichilema can consider me as part of his government. I want to learn. I want to learn. Whatever. No, Tayali, you want to come back. It's true. It's true. Tayali, you think Hakainde? Yes. This is very clear. I am hoping that next year President Hakainde Hichilema will consider me so that I can serve in government. I can serve under Hakainde Hichilema. I can serve under Hakainde Hichilema. There is a lot that we need to learn from Hakainde Hichilema. There is a lot. There is a lot. Young people, believe me, if there is somebody that you should be looking up to learn about politics, to learn about leadership, to even get connections, it's President Hakainde Hichilema. If you really want to succeed, if you are in politics, the guy that you should be watching is Hakainde Hichilema. The guy that you should get close to is Hakainde Hichilema. It's not about selfishness and whatever. It is real. At the end of the day, whatever experience that some of us will get under President Hakainde Hichilema will help the country. Whatever experience whatever we get from Hakainde Hichilema will secure the future. We need to support Hakainde Hichilema, and we need to be close to Hakainde Hichilema. Ndemye chishinto. Ishilelandile ifimulando wakwati yo it's real. It is real. And I've been saying this, and now the evidence is coming out. Hakainde Hichilema is being recognized among world leaders. Among world leaders, big leaders, Avena Donald Trump. Avena Donald Trump. That recognition is big, man. That recognition is big. Where Hakainde Hichilema is, among those leaders, those world leaders, it is not a simple achievement. And don't be cheated. Don't be cheated by some of these jealous people. I mean, I just look at it as, these are jealous people. People who don't want to see positive in others. Ndemewe Chishinka, to be recognized among world leaders, the way Hakainde Hichilema has been recognized, it is not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. And that is an evidence. Because if you tell me, what do you think, how do you think Hakainde Hichilema found himself on that list? How do you think Hakainde Hichilema found himself on that list? You think he paid them? Did Hakainde Hichilema pay those people for him to be on that list? Did he? It is not that. It is not that. It is recognizing the contributions that this person has done since he became president. It is out of that. And these are independent people. These are scholars. These are not people who are sitting, in their homes and then just saying, no, if Hakainde Hichilema is not doing well, Hakainde Hichilema, he has done nothing. But if you ask them, what do you know about the policies of Hakainde Hichilema? What do you know about Hakainde Hichilema's successes? What do you know? They know nothing. They know nothing. Now, what you have to understand is that by the fact that you are ignorant about something, it doesn't mean that something doesn't exist. By the fact that you don't know about certain issues, it doesn't mean that they don't exist. Don't be so myopic, where you don't see beyond your nose. A lot of you, this is a problem that we have with a lot of people. They think that the knowledge that they have about our country, about Hichilema, that is the knowledge that everybody else have. No. No, not at all. Not at all. It is your ignorance. It is your ignorance, nothing. It is your ignorance. Because there is so much that you can point to, which these people, the Telegraph, is recognizing. These are not people that no, they take time, they engage consultants. Before they put up the names, they engage consultants, think tanks. They engage think tanks. And then they start, assessing world leaders and put them there. It is like the Ballon d'Or of FIFA. It is like Player of the Year of FIFA. It is like the Miss Universe. You don't just come from nowhere. If you ask Alice Musukwa, Alice will tell you how somebody emerges to be among the contestants on the Miss Universe. They don't just wake up and say, no, we are looking for Miss Universe. And they just, no, take that one, take that one. No. There is competition which is done from the primaries for you to ascend to go and contest at Miss Universe. You have to go through a rigorous process and by experts to come and put you there. When they are assessing AMA players to say, no, we want player of the year, they make sure that they analyze the players before they come up with the names. You must be a success in your country before your name is put forward. You must be in your country and on the world stage. You must be. So, no, don't recognize this. Don't recognize this. You should think of it to say, what Hichilema has achieved? It is like the Ballon d'Or of FIFA. But player of the year, and that is the contest that Hichilema is in. That contest, they don't just pick. We have got about 52 presidents in Africa. We have got other presidents here in Asia. We have got presidents in Europe, everywhere. All these presidents, all these leaders, prime ministers and presidents, they are considered. And that's when they come up with a list. For example, I've got a particular affinity, to Italy. When you look at Italy, Italy has been struggling with leaders for quite some time. It is only Giorgina Malone who has stayed for 3 years. If you look at Italy for a number of years, leaders have been coming in 1 year, is out, 1 year, is out, whatever, for quite some time. Giorgiana Maloney, she's the only one that has stayed for 3 years in a long time. And Italy was actually struggling. If you remember when they were doing, what is this, European Union, when they were doing European Union, Italy was almost sidelined because of the economy was not doing well. But Georgiana Maloney came in and she's uplifting Italy. And that's why she's there. That's why she's there. I'm just giving an example of a country that this country was actually struggling politically. And that's why she's there. You can go to other leaders. There is something that they have achieved, including Benjamin Netanyahu. You know, I mean, even himself, you know, we may have a number of things to say about that, but that man is powerful. You must be recognized what is happening in your country and what you are doing on the international level. And Hichilema has achieved that. He has achieved that. He has passed the test. And if you want to see it, you can see it. Look, when Hichilema came in, first of all, what you have to recognize, something that you people fail to recognize. Hichilema beating PF with a landslide victory, that is not mean achievement. That is success in itself from a political point of view. Because how many of us are struggling, you know, to be presidents? And we are very, very far. Very, very far. How many? Even in Zambia, like I'm saying now, just to starting from there, we have got a lot of people who want to become presidents. But they are very far. Even those who are talking, no, don't accept Hichilema. Hey, don't accept Hichilema's recognition. Don't accept it. Ask them, what is your achievement politically? What is your achievement? All those, what is their achievement? Hichilema has an achievement. He won by 1 million votes. It is an historical achievement. It is an historical achievement. It is a record. I don't remember in Zambia if there is a president who beat another president with 1 million votes. Hichilema is the first. Of course, I mean, we can talk about the numbers of voters before. They were not as many. But whatever the case, Hichilema won, ascended into power with a bang. With a bang. And this is a person that was struggling for a number of years, and finally he did it. And he did it with a statement. Hichilema rose, ascended into presidency with a statement, with a solid support. Hichilema. Tell me, among those who are saying, no, Hichilema, no, this is not true. Hey, this is not true. Hey, ignore it. All those who are saying, just ask them. Tell me, which leader ascended into presidency in the manner that Hichilema did? Clear victory. Clear victory. With no clear victory. Democratically elected. You always forget this aspect. But this is a statement that many world leaders have not achieved. Hichilema achieved it. Whether you like it or not, these are some of the things that these people are looking at. How did this person become president? How did he become president? And Hichilema democratically made that statement. That is number one. Number two, this Hichilema. When Hichilema came into office, Zambia was on its knees. It was in ICU economically. Zambia was in ICU economically. And these things, they got to fabricate. No. These are things that you can prove with evidence, solid evidence. Solid evidence. When Hichilema took over, Zambia's economy was in ICU. It was in ICU. How was it in ICU? What is the evidence to that? We had so much debt, and that debt, we could not service it. We could not service it. Zambia defaulted twice, not once, twice. Zambia was reduced to a country that cannot be trusted, that cannot be given money, because we defaulted. Defaulting as a country, to default on debt, it's a big issue. It is a big sign that your country is not doing good. And we defaulted twice. We defaulted twice. We defaulted twice. We had debt everywhere. Even you say, you people, you keep saying, no, load shedding, load shedding, load shedding. We must commend Hichilema for being bold by making sure that when he came into power, he concentrated on paying the debt that was left by our PF. Load shedding did not start with Hichilema. Load shedding started with our PF. That problem was there even when our PF were there. But what did our PF do? But PF, instead, they started importing electricity, pankongole. They were feeding us on credit. They were feeding us on credit. You were enjoying power to say, no, at least Edgar Lungu, it was by few hours or whatever. We had that problem. And what was the solution of the PF? They were importing electricity, pankongole. They never paid. When Hichilema came in, he found that a number of countries had stopped giving Zambia. They were saying, no, we can't. We can't. Mozambique, where we are now importing electricity, Mozambique refused. They said, no, we can't give you any more. We can't give you any more because you are not paying. When Hichilema came in, he started liquidating that debt. He started paying the debt. And for you to, whilst you are paying, people have to struggle because you can't import more electricity. Now, Hichilema, after paying those debts, and a country being elevated to say, no, this is a country now that we can do business with. No one wanted to do business with Zambia. Now PF venue. No one wanted to do business now PF. By the time if Balungu ngabali win my elections in 2021, ngamwaliva pepeka. Ngabali win my elections because things would have gone so bad. Things would have gone so bad because nobody was willing to do business with Zambia. That's when Hichilema came in. Started paying off the debts. Showing discipline, because whilst the country was on its knees economically, PF, they were busy dancing. They were busy dancing. Busy going all over, party after party. And the people looked at it to say, these people are not serious. These people are not serious. But when Hichilema came in, that party after party ceased. He locked all the loopholes where the economy of the country was going to flight. He locked those opportunities. He instead instilled discipline. He instilled discipline. Physical discipline. He instilled that. Then he had to negotiate because things are so bad. He had to negotiate the debt that we owed other countries. He had to negotiate it to say, Vane, look, at the moment we can't pay. So can you please negotiate with us, give us some time so that we can make money. And that was not a mean achievement. It is not a matter of just showing up and engage people to say, no, I want to negotiate my debt. You must show that you are serious. And Hakainde Hichilema, when he came in, the first thing that he did is to close those taps, those leakages. Those leakages. He stopped them. And some of those leakages that he stopped were painful. Like the subsidies. If you remember the issue of subsidies, Hakainde Hichilema had to stop some of those subsidies because they were not sustainable. They were not sustainable. So to say, we didn't have the money to sustain those subsidies. So Hakainde Hichilema had to stop those things. Hakainde Hichilema had to stop, those projects which you are calling, no, hey, they are building roads here, hey, they are building this, because emova PF vale evidendalama. Emova PF vale evidendalama. A road which is supposed to cost 1 million, for them, they were spending 5 million. A road which is supposed to cost only 1 million, but PF, they were inflating the money, even getting advance. They were being babu lempio muntu bamfurisha tabalapanga na road. And we have examples. Examples are there. The dual carriageway itself. How much did they pay to those companies? Why did they pay to those companies? Those companies were just being used, whereby the PF, they are saying they are paying this company. But that money, they go behind, they go and get it. Another example that I can give you is the Ankara money heist. Here kwa Joseph Malanji. They sent money to Turkey and they go and withdraw it. This is how the PF, they were stealing. They had these to my projects, but those projects were not for the good of Zambians. We were being hoodwinked to say, no, they are doing this, they are doing this. No. They were doing those to my projects so that vale guagula. Hakainde Hichilema came and stopped. He said, no, come on, wait. We must make sure that when we carry on when we pick a project, remember his mantra. His mantra was, embarking projects at a good price, good quality, and delivering on time. This mantra. He was emphasizing price, he was emphasizing quality, he was emphasizing delivering on time. This is what he was talking about. That is instilling discipline. And it is because he showed that attitude that these people, when he started going around, no, Hakainde Hichilema is traveling too much. Hakainde Hichilema is traveling too much. He was now going to these people after showing an attitude of discipline. Not an attitude of dancing, an attitude of slay queens. Slay queens, because some of these slay queens, they contributed to my suffering under a PF. Slay queens, some of these slay queens played a part in me being arrested. And I'm actually happy with some of these slay queens that are finding themselves in my court. Because they are untouchable. They are untouchable. They were picking their friends. They were picking us, throwing us to cells. No more lesa na fair piribuka. A number of people that were doing bad things. To mean batamba. There is that one minister. This minister, alikwete lawyer wakwe, who was very faithful, coming to represent me in my court cases. After some time, he withdrew this lawyer. He withdrew this lawyer and he started hoping that Valankaka, the law wakaka, ewa aba muchifungo. Ali muchifungo. Ifintu fila piribuka. Basre queen balabale yumfakirikiti. Le robale na bena bale isanga kumakoti. Ala le soyu, le satala ala le kenime. Le satala. But anyway, the point is, Hakainde Hichilema showed that discipline, attitude. He showed discipline. Yes, some of these things affected us, And in trying, and of course, even sometimes, mistakes were made. That's for sure. For example, like in the issue of medicines. At one point, remember, we didn't have medicines because Hichilema wanted to make sure that when we spend money, that medicine come. And there were mistakes. Objectively speaking, there were mistakes. The fertilizer, there were mistakes. But the attitude was to install discipline. Is to install discipline, to make sure that government is not spending money carelessly. Government is not wasting money. After showing that attitude, that is when government, Hichilema now, started taking those painstaking journeys. Because it is fun. People, they don't want to be moving Mundeke. 8 hours you are flying. It is not fun. It is really not fun. Even me, at my level, I dread flying. I dread flying because ngawakwela mundeka mufefe lenole kwela, but ngawakwela na wikala kula imafole afe ku toilet. Why we get for that toilet? It's boring, man. It's boring. It's tiresome. But Hichilema took up those trips. So mama criticize, no, hey, alenda sana. It is because of your poverty in your head. Imam mwana kwa Hichilema ale umfobwino. No. Traveling for those long hours, those long flights, it's not interesting. And you know, when you are a president, when you arrive in a country, protocol follows you. When you are a private person, kutuwaima wayako na kumo washinguluka, wayako na kubichi, wayako na kuisa, as a president, you have got that luxury is not there. You go in a country, you see almost nothing. You cannot be a tourist as a president, as a serious president. You can't be a tourist. Because the moment you arrive in a country, protocol takes over. You go in a hotel. Next thing, you are having meetings. Meeting here, meeting there, meeting there. You will be in a country where you have never been. You will not even see their tallest building. You will not even see one of their beautiful malls. You will not go to a water park. You will not go to a cinema. So you don't enjoy. But those of you, some people, you think that no. But anyway, Hichilema started going out. Going out now to really engage those people who are saying we can't do business with Zambia. We can't do business with Zambia. Hichilema took that step now, going around, telling the world to say, guys, I'm a different person. We have got a different government now. This is what we are doing. Can you engage us now? Can you talk to us? Where would they even start from? Where would they even start from? Even the mantle of leadership. Where do you even start from? Hichilema, at least he had those connections. And that is how he started engaging them. And those were opening, recognizing the man who, the person who he was. When you are a nobody, even doors will not open. Don't think just because you are a president of a country, other people will be excited to engage you. No. You must draw interest. People must see some interest in you. Otherwise, why would they even talk to you? Why would they even talk to you? But Hichilema opened many doors. Many doors opened for him to enter and negotiate with them. And out of that, that is how we have that debt restructuring. My brothers and sisters, the debt restructuring is not a mean achievement. No, it's not a mean achievement. It is a huge achievement. Because it involves people that owes us, that we owe a lot of money, not small money, a lot of money. To convince those people, if a person is owing you 1 pin, you'll be there. For you to negotiate Akankongole kobeka 200 yoko muntu akungwereka 200. For you to negotiate no kukongweshe, I mean it takes a lot. Palika 200, palika 1 pin. Pali ufinga nishisha wakaloba. Atibashan, bazamkash. Eh? The other day I had somebody, I don't even know, that person hasn't called me. The other day I had somebody who wanted to take his life because of bazamkash. Bale atawe ninkwate nkongoli bazamkash bale pangazane chongo. Eh? Not landana wo, how ni firo kubebala fishu pada fishu. Na la ipa vini. Situation Zambia very. We were failing to negotiate. Filafina mufiro kuchita negotiate. Mulafiro kuchita negotiate. Utunda na matweni kuli bazamkash mufiro kuchita negotiate. And you want to take your life. So it takes a lot. I'm saying these things so that you can understand, because some of you think that debt restructuring was a simple achievement. Imwe ninji shwapana mwewe ngina mkwato tunkongoli mwebale wata. Hakaenda Hichilema utapale for register. Iwa winefi apodi. Inkongole okwete. Can you negotiate with your people? Can you negotiate with your landlord? You know how difficult it is to negotiate. But this is what Hichilema did on behalf of our country. He went out there and engaged those people that had lent out money to Zambia and started negotiating with them. And eventually, it didn't take it was not a simple achievement. Look how long it took. We even started laughing at them to say, they were talking about the debt achievement. It will not happen. But finally, Hichilema managed. That is not a mean achievement. Going around the world, convincing these people, it is not a mean achievement. PF was on it for how long? Bachikwanda. Mostly they anyway, let me leave this. It started now Felix Mtati. Ba Felix Mtati eva tampire ria shiri. Bale shinguluka wa Felix Mtati, bale shinguluka nga mpaka PF yafuma power. And even when UPND came in, they had to struggle until they managed to get it. Vane, don't underrate a debt restructuring. Don't underrate it, because it's a lot of money that is involved. And it takes a lot for people to recognize you and listen to you. It takes a lot. So from there, now, some of you are saying, no. And from there, this is how now, we started seeing our civil servants getting paid on time. Now, you have even almost forgotten that civil servants, Africa month end, they were not guaranteed of getting paid. That is how he issue shaingira. That's when it came in. Because it was rare. Why is it that we started talking about Nashingira? Why did we start talking about that? If I take you back, why did we start talking about Nashingira? Ilo tuwali muyo nipi. Before. Because muyo nipi, people were getting paid on time. There was no issue of Nashingira. But mu PF muyo nipi na mweme mjeniwe. Mu PF emufia ishita Nashingira. Because it was not guaranteed. Such that inga shaingira, it was a talk of the town. Pa social media to aleta mpo kusapota ukula posta pa social media. Why should we be talking about a payday if it is guaranteed? Why were we posting pa social media nga shaingira ni pa social media nomba para wa flat day? Basifu 7 na wafula. Why? Because it was not predictable. But after Hichilema came in, nomba mwaliamba kono kula wako. How many times do you see people posting Nashingira, Nashingira, Nashingira? Because we have gotten used. And we think it's easy. But it came as a result of that commitment, that effort that was put in by Hakainde Hichilema, that things should be normal. People should be paid normally. I know somebody will come in to say, no, but some farmers, they have not been paid. That is a story for another day. That is a story for another day. But I can tell you, again, even on that, what Hakainde Hichilema doesn't want is to increase the debt. That's what he doesn't want. Is to increase the debt unnecessarily. Abantu ali they have brought commodity. That is an asset. So why not? I mean, if we have enough for our country, why not sell the surplus and pay farmers? Why not pay, sell that product and pay people? So again, it is an issue of prudence. It's an issue of making sure that our government is not unnecessarily getting into debt. Before the UPND came into power, we had so much debt. FRA was owing so much. All that debt mountain has been liquidated by Hakainde Hichilema. I'm not trying to just defend the government, but what you have to understand is that government is trying by all means to make sure that we maintain good record in terms of our physical discipline. Then, locally, no, but I saw Brenda Banks writing, being recognized outside is useless. When your people are not whatever. Brenda Banks, take a just because you are able to write paragraph doesn't mean that you know how to run a country. You know how to turn around the lives of people. My brothers and sisters, don't be cheated. Nowhere in the world does a government just change things overnight. No. Nowhere in the world. Nowhere in the world. Because even in America itself, you will find the poor people there. You will find the poor people there. You will find people struggling. Because sometimes you have got this impression to say, no, out there people don't suffer. No, they also suffer. No government is just able to change things, there and there. Of course, these countries have got a long history of economic development, some of these countries. But our country has been in poverty for a long time, where we had about 82% people living in abject poverty, where we had about 60% of our people struggling, living below $1. You can't expect that things will just change overnight. Where employment rate is very high, you can't expect that things will just turn overnight. No. It takes a lot. It really takes a lot. It takes time. You need time. Don't be cheated that there will be a magician that will come and do abracadabra and things will be better. No. There will be no leader that will just suddenly come in. It takes time. It takes time to change the lives of people. Ukufunya abantu muchushi chali shupa kufunya abantu muchushi. Because no leader will come up and akatampoku furishe ndalama kubantu. No leader. You need policies. You don't a government which sustainably emancipates people from their poverty is not a government that hands out money. Because you give them money, they will waste that money, and tomorrow they will need again. So a government that really changes the lives of people, it's a government that embarks on projects that will make people independent, that will make people have work and they get paid. The government that will make people do business and get paid. Without government taking out money and dishing it out. That is a government that is changing people. But to do that, it takes time. But what is UPND doing? Okay, this is what you're supposed to do, but what is UPND doing? If really you are sincere, you would actually see what UPND is doing to change the lives of people, to make people independent, to sustain their economic status. What is it that they are doing? Some of these things that Hichilema has been doing are aimed at this. Number one, free education. Free education. Some of you don't value you don't have value education. You don't value education. Some of you don't value education because of ignorance. That is why some people come and talk about free education like it's nothing. It's nothing. Hey, whatever. Even Malukula was talking about it. He alluded to free education. Like it's nothing. Overcrowding. Hey, whatever. Education is very important. Education is number one. Hichilema, today, you may not appreciate him, but I'm telling you, in future, this free education will be highly appreciated. Some of us, we have seen how important it is, or how education contributes to, people being emancipated from their poverty. You may not see the connection, some of you, because you just think about but you don't think of how can a government help me to start making money for myself. And it starts there on education. How are you going to give a person a job when a person is not educated? When a person, he doesn't know anything? I was even talking about this, even at a family level. I was saying, I was talking about some of my relatives to say it's difficult to help them because they're not educated. What do you do? I've got my own brother, for example. I've got my brother. Because he's not educated, he's a big man now, he's an old man. Where are you going to give him? Where are you going to place him? Where are you going to give him a job? Even if I am president, where am I going to place him? Where? Unless I'm a careless person that just puts a person in a position where he cannot even do anything, he knows nothing. But just because I want to be paid. And that is bad corruption. That is bad corruption. There is what we call positive corruption. And bad corruption, which is just, it's bad. Giving somebody a job because somebody that is positive. Because he has got papers, he's educated. When you put him somewhere, he will be contributing to the nation. He will be working. That is not bad. That is not bad. But picking somebody who has no qualifications and you put him in a position, that is bad. So, free education is very important. Free education is very, very important. How are you going to give somebody an opportunity? How are you going to give somebody an opportunity when he can't even sign? How are you going to give an opportunity? He cannot do simple arithmetics. He can't add. He can't do a simple spreadsheet. He can't do. How are you going to give them opportunity? Martins, J. Martins at Tayali, keep quiet. Yes, you don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear these positive things. You want me to start lying? Akaenda Hichilema mulwele sana. Apaso nomba inganga na ima ukufuma kuna nikane ile ya community house. Apaso nomba haka efyo mufwayo kumfu efya bufi. Nishimwa umfwa wino. No, pray for akaenda Hichilema. Pray for akaenda Hichilema for what? I'm not saying we should not pray for akaenda Hichilema. We should pray for akaenda Hichilema. He's our leader. He's a brother. He's a husband. He's a father. We need to pray for each other. But not if you are spread per social media. Root lining. If you have puba. If you have fi. If you are Martin Songo level kumfwa. Then you have per social media. Go to them and listen. Those of you who are busy here talking if you are you are not happy with what I'm saying. There are a lot of people who are talking 20 hours to Arisura. To Arimitampil. 20 hours. When I started 20 hours, you know, it looked funny. But now look how many people are talking at 20 hours. We have so many people talking at 20 hours. It is now a competition. You have to choose. You choose. If you just check around social media. I speak the truth. I speak with confidence. I speak with evidence. Free education is one of the keys to unlock people's minds. You need that. Hakainde Hichilema has implemented that. He has implemented that. From there, no, I'm a deski, no, I'm a school. How can he start free education without I'm a school takuri, I'm a desk takuri. Hakainde Hichilema has brought CDF. CDF. Whether you like it or not, CDF is there. And that is a policy that is not meant for Hakainde Hichilema. That is a policy that is meant to uplift the lives of Zambians. You are complaining, Takuya Mashkuru, Hakainde Hichilema has brought a free education, but Takuya Mashkuru. What does Hakainde Hichilema done? Free education, CDF. CDF so that people can build those schools. People can build those schools. No, Kwadi Baba Namanshiwa, Shan. Through CDF, people are being supported. Through CDF, some people are learning skills. And you will say, no, tapade for election, CDF, tapade for election. Because you are not educated. Because you are not educated. Because you are a person that is indoctrinated. You don't want to see development. You don't know what development is. Because to you, development, chisankunta chandarama. Baku perecha boom. That is development to you. When a school is built, to you, it is not development. But you don't know that through that school, your relatives will be educated. And eventually they will find jobs. They will find jobs. Eventually, they will be able to compete in the business world. They will be able to compete in politics, wherever. Some of us, I'm able to engage with you here because of education. My father was a poor man. My mother, very poor. But because of education, I'm able to interact. And because there were schools, and Hakainde Hichilema, he said, build schools. Build schools with your CDF. Bring desks with CDF. And indirectly, as they are building schools, there are people who are working. There are people who are working to build those projects which are going on in the communities. They are employment opportunities. People are getting something. And these policies are real, they are there. They are there. Then CDF may have its challenges. No, but they were supposed to give 27 million, but they only gave 16 million. At least 16 million went. At least 16 million went. Because where we are coming back, CDF was 1.6. 1.6, and out of that 1.6, not everything was going. So you can imagine, Hakainde Hichilema has increased the CDF, and even if you don't get the full amount, I can guarantee you that minimum you will get is 16 million. You will get 16 million. So if you get 16 million, compared to the time when CDF was 1.6, and you don't even get all of it, you get 800. How can you say, no, this government is not working? How can you say that? And that 16 million, it's not that the people, money is going in the people's pocket. No. There are projects which are dotted around the country. These are things that gradually, brings economic independence in people. Talk about other policies in terms of value added. Hichilema has been talking about value add. Instead of exporting maize to Congo, Hichilema is saying, no, we must mill it first. We must value add and then export it. He's talking about value add, and factories are coming up. It takes a lot to bring investment for factories to open. It takes a lot. You need to convince people that, look, when you build your factory here, when you invest, 2 billion here, you will be able to get returns. It takes a lot. And these things are happening right now. We now even have a company that is producing fertilizer. We have companies that are coming up, to be processing copper wires. We have these things that are coming up. We have factories that are coming up. And this is what will create employment. But you will not get employment if you are not educated. That is why Hichilema is preparing our children with free education so that they are educated. By the time these factories will be coming up, they will be able to find employment in those factories. And factories are coming up, that's for sure. But you will not see them because you don't want to see. Because to you, Hichilema, to say Hichilema is working, he must come and give you 100 pin. Then you say he's working. But Hichilema is creating an opportunity for you to make that 100 pin by yourself. Hichilema is creating an economy for you to build your own house. And this doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. Even those who have money at Natampo Kulenganda, nobody builds a house overnight, no. Even if you have money, now you have the money. You need time naturally to build that house because shirenda kamule kanda ilialama broko mule panga ya fide ya uma shirenka mule, you need time. And Hichilema has only been there for 4 years, and yet he has done so much. This is what those people who are putting Hichilema on that level, this is what they are considering. They are considering his discipline. They are considering his influence on the international scene. They are considering the policies that he has implemented in his country. They are considering how much he has been able to reserve for the country. How many of you who are watching me, how much do you have in your bank accounts? How much? How much do you have in your bank accounts? Hichilema is like that man who is struggling, but na kwatako ka saving bank account. Na kwatako ka 5 million in bank account. Among you, who even has a 5,000 in bank account? Who has 5,000 in bank account? 5,000. Hichilema on a national level is saving. He's saving. Hichilema, he's building the country. He's building the country, steadily building the country. This is what these people are recognizing. This is what these people are recognizing. And then you say, no, let us not celebrate. Let us not celebrate. Why shouldn't we celebrate? And look, the positive side of this recognition is that by the fact that Hichilema is being recognized, by the fact that Hichilema is appearing there, the value of our country increases. The interest in our country increases. It is like, you are a player. The moment you are nominated to be among the best players in the world, your value as a player is increased. You are not cheap. You can't find a cheap player being nominated as one of the best players. And the value of those best players increases. Even in Tuanikane, even if you at modeling, if somebody is nominated at that level, she's international. She's international. Temu anakashwa kwa watu mwe bantu anikane bakada we'll play around with. You are on a higher level. You are on a higher level. Ngamlela at Premier League, a Premier League area. A Premier League, because when Hichilema said we are in the Premier League, you didn't see it. That is a Premier League. That is a Premier League. That is a Premier League. It is a world stage. Top class. That is a Premier League. That is not Division 1. That is a Premier League. And just you appearing on that Premier League, you playing on that Premier League, today, just that, whenever I want to tamba, because all the countries, they are looking at that nomination. They are looking at it. They are looking, is our president here there? Is worldwide. All the countries are focused. Just like BBC, just like FIFA. When you hear their draws, you want to see, is one of our players there? And you find that there are only other players. So the interest, first of all, you are uplifted. You are uplifted. Even about musicians. Look at how these musicians get excited. At Zulu Award, Kora Award. You have been nominated. No, I've been nominated. Oscar. That is the Oscar of the presidents. Oscar mumfwa baranda paward papa parankani atishani hapa. Hollywood, the Oscar Awards. That is the Oscar Award of presidents, of leadership. That is the Oscar Award. Hichilema is among those. It is our country, Zambia. But because we are so backwards, we so much below to Sula, we don't expect ourselves to be there. We can't celebrate that. We don't want to celebrate it. No. But you are refusing. That is where Hichilema has brought our country. Hichilema has brought our country to the Oscar Awards of nations, of leadership, of policy implementation. That is where Hichilema has brought us. If you look at the countries which are there, those are big economies. Those are big economies. But that is where Hichilema has brought us. But you don't want to accept it. No, don't celebrate. That is where Hichilema has brought us. Now, when you go around, you are a Zambian with a Zambian passport. You will be recognized. And by the way, do you know that Zambia, since Hichilema came into power, Zambia has increased a number of countries where you can go without a visa. Since Hichilema came in. And with that kind of recognition, these are things that uplift the country. So when you travel, you are respected. When people are looking for a country where to go and invest, Zambia is among those countries that they will look at. So just by that, there are many people, there are many interests. Why have we increased? We saw that tourism, we have increased the number of tourists that came to Zambia. Why? It is because of these things, because Hichilema was moving around and Zambia was being discussed. And people start wondering now, I mean, this country, what is there? What is going on? People want to come and see. People want to come and invest. And as people are planning, I mean, it will take a little bit more time. There are people that are appreciating, Hichilema, he's among those, very good. I think let's go to this country and go and invest. Go and do some business in that country. And it will take time because they will start planning, they will start doing this, they start doing this, they start doing this. By the time they will be coming and for you to come and see the fruits of what is happening today, it may take another 2-3 years. And this is why I have been talking about stability at the leadership level. This is why I've been talking about stability at the leadership level. That we need stability. This issue of to change, changing. Look at Hichilema. It has taken him 4 years to be recognized. 4 years. And now 4 years, you say, Hichilema must go. You bring another leader. Umuntu, chimona player. New player, Alipa Premier League. Epoali. How we know? Just because we need to change. Remove him. Bring Tayali. Tayali is not known. Tayali is not known. You bring down your country. Allow this person to be there for some time. Allow this person to interact with these people. He may not be voted the best leader in the world, but by the very fact that he has been nominated on that stage, on that Premier League, among the best players in the world, that is an achievement. People just go around, I was a nominee, I was a nominee, Oscar whatever. They go around. And you people, you don't want to see that. Because you just hate Hichilema. But these things are real, my brothers and sisters. What I'm saying here, these are real. These are facts. Let people not cheat you. That, no, this is nothing. This is, no. Be proud. Be proud that our country is being considered among the best countries in the world. In terms of leadership, in terms of policies that are being implemented. No, but we are poor. Yeah, you are poor. But if you wait a little bit, you will see opportunities. You will see opportunities. You will see opportunities. Demonizing Hichilema will not create you, will not give you opportunities. Supporting Hichilema, being proud of our country, will eventually give you opportunities. Will eventually give you opportunities. Now understand, I'm opening phone lines. No, I mean, and those, I feel bad that some of these people who talk too much, they are not even fact-based. They are not even fact-based. They are not even fact-based. They are just, it is all rumor mongers, it is all malice, it is all, innuendos. No, Hichilema is not okay. Hichilema. This is, where does this thing take us? Okay, Hichilema, if it's not okay. I mean, he's not human, he's not a metal, he's not a robot, he's a human being. And sometimes he may not feel well. Sometimes he may even be tired, want to rest. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
How are you?
Yes, Precious.
Yes, Mr. Tayali, I want you to listen to me very careful. I heard everything that you was talking there. You know what, Mr. Tayali? If you don't love the people of Zambia, better you just keep quiet. You keep on telling the people like God in heaven is not happy with what you are doing. You want God to open doors for you, but you are not standing for the truth. You are saying he controls the economy. Which economy are you talking about? Balungu left million at 150 kwacha. Baka Hichilema took it for 400 kwacha. So whatever they keep on saying, whatever the information they use, us we don't care. We talk about reality right now. Okay? So we don't care. These people, they always tell the nation that, no, us, we have done this, we have done that, but we are not seeing what they have done. And that's the truth. They said that fuel is to the 12 kwacha. Are we buying fuel at 12 kwacha? So the truth is, whoever is fooling them, us, it's none of our business. But just know that 2026 we are changing. You are the same person who even made him sign for that Bill 7. And that Bill 7, it will cost him. Because that Bill 7 is evil indeed. And no one is going to allow him to bring one part state in this country. You think we don't know when you say that, hey, let Hichilema remain unopposed. Hichilema can remain unopposed. You are scared of Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu is a true leader. And that one is a threat to all of you. This is why you keep on blocking him. But it will not work. International Criminal Court of Law, mark my word, they will come in. If it's this government, they will bring confusion in this country. Ghana is a democratic nation. So who are you now to start even saying, hey, Hichilema is an opposed? I'm an opposed because he's scared. That's why he's holding. But Charinga is a UPNG product. That much we know. As a president, he's the one who's supposed to bring peace and unity. Then why do we keep on tolerating Macharinga? And Macharinga, all of us, we saw that he was the Mukati of UPNG, busy giving the money. You think people are fools? People are not fools. The whole world, they've already seen that Hichilema is a dictator. You can't even lie.
Thank you, Precious. Thank you. Hello?
Pastor.
Mkwai.
Mwagombeni.
Mkwai Mwagombeni.
Watotera Uncle Steve here.
Yes, Steve.
Wagalamba, well spoken, and Mulalande Finto ifile umfuika. And if I can just maybe add a word, but it's also Naranda. Imwe tamula yafurisha haka indi Hichilema. Mula yafurisha yafuwe na Zambia. Because the facts, they are right. And those things are there. Lekeni nipele good example. But CDF we have Basande Chanda. Basande Chanda, he's an MP for PF. Ngamwali bako nkabuno sana Basande Chanda. He has been on the record. He says these things are real, and the man is working, and I really appreciate him. Even I even texted him to work hard. He's not working for himself, but he's working for the people. Number 2, CDF Wakalambe. It's helping Amabazaris Kubanto. Abana b'abantu nangwa abana besu. They're being helped because of the same CDF. So, Tayali, let me not waste your time. The fact of the point is, this man is working. If into fimo, tualiverele tantameni. Yako atinga chako atibakupera ka 2 pini wa umfawino badi. Ila 2 pini, tairimo. Muri programu ya kwa tuwe muntu uchite na ina develop na ngoli dopange ka business. The only thing is mwawele kita we mwaima mwana wakaso mwachita shani, it ends there. Marofuti ntantameni. So we should just accept and do our way from those kind of politics or kind of leadership. it's when we are going to accept Hichilema and to see what he's working and these things are real. The man is real, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm glad I've managed to go through. You don't understand how much I look forward to this program.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. We really, really appreciate what you're doing. You see, today I was on social media and I had an opportunity to look at some of the comments from some opposition leaders, leaders who are aspiring to become presidents of this nation one day. And I was feeling some kind of disappointed because, what sort of Zambia do they want to find when they become when their opportunity comes? Because for me, this is not an achievement for the president alone. This is an achievement for the country.
It's for the country.
You know, it's like yes, it's like a tournament. It starts from somewhere. At some point, you are required to support at national level. If you qualify to go, let's say maybe to go and participate in an international tournament, you forget about the other teams at local level. And for me, that's how I expected these political leaders to look at it. You know? So Hakainde is setting a base for whoever is going to become president one day. Whatever is happening now, people will talk about it in the years to come. You know, when these leaders become presidents one day, they will visit countries where they will, you know, one day, some people will say this is the Zambia where a president won an award at some point. So it's quite disappointing to see people bitter like that, you know. It's very, very disappointing. And today I had an opportunity also to listen to Mama Chika Monica yesterday. She was live and how she condemned education. I don't know what it is that she has against the University of Zambia. I don't know whether her children were not accepted at University of Zambia. But oh my God, she's got nothing good to say about that university. And all she ever says is bad things about students who are graduating from that university. Like you have said, education is very important and it must be supported by every well-meaning Zambian. You know, without education, like you have said, there is nowhere you can go. You cannot even rule the country without education. Education is very important. We must accept that fact. It should start from there. Whatever we are going to achieve, education should be first. That's what we all believe in. But if you look at the way some of the people are condemning even free education, it's quite disappointing. So continue speaking for the people. Some of us are really grateful for what you are doing for this country. You are a true patriot. Thank you so much, Mr. Tayali.
Thank you. I'll take 2 points from what she has said. I'll take 2 points before. Okay, let me take this caller. Then I'll get back to those 2 points. Hello. Hello.
Dad.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Hello. I want to tell them that I'm going to go in there. I wanted to say that for you, you are just a political refugee. So why don't you negotiate with these guys in power, whereby you coming, you are in the country, you arrest you, then the president can pardon you, so that you become a free man. Because the cases, they are political cases. Compared to JJ and Emmanuel Mwamba, those guys, they are fugitives.
Okay, now thank you. So out of the previous caller, there is something that she pointed. Out of the previous caller, I took 2 points which I want to talk about. Number one, you know, some of these leaders who think that you know, they can get into state house by demonizing Hakainde Hichilema, okay, and spiting on everything that Hakainde Hichilema is doing. It's not a good strategy. Of course, we have got different strategies, but for me, I've realized that is not the best strategy. A strategy of destroying first so that you are there is not a good strategy, because when you destroy, you will spend a number of years to come and build. Listen to me very well, especially some of you political aspirants. This attitude of wanting to destroy first, you destroy the country, you are excited. Some of these people, that they even want Zambia to be sanctioned. They celebrate when they hear an American ambassador saying some negative things about Zambia. They are happy. You know, they even share all over when they see these international media reporting negatively about Zambia. They are so excited because they want only to hear bad things. They are so diabolical. So being diabolical against the country, for you to ascend into power is not the best way. It's not the best strategy. My strategy, I'm revealing to you, my strategy is work with the guy that is there so that you can actually help him even to build. Because when you are helping to build the country, it is not actually himself personally who is benefiting. It is the country. It is the country. Hakainde Hichilema is already rich. He has money. You people, you can insult him as much as you want. Hakainde Hichilema can pack his bags and live his life. And you will never live his life. Hakainde Hichilema is rich. It's a fact. Hakainde Hichilema is rich. So you can insult him as much as you want. And Hakainde Hichilema can leave power. And even if when he leaves power, Hakainde Hichilema will go and live comfortably. Okay? But what he's doing is for the country. And if we support him, we are actually uplifting our country. And if you are a president, you are aspiring to be president, it is so nice to join into president or to take over a country that is uplifted. That is uplifted. That is my strategy. My strategy is I want to support Hakainde Hichilema as much as I can. As much as I can, as far as I can. Support him. Support him, because what he's doing, it simply means that the time that I will be president, the country will not be the same. I will not have to deal with load shedding. I will not have to deal with load shedding. Let him deal with load shedding. And I will support him as much as I can. I will support him in the projects so that load shedding can end. I will support him so that factories are built, so that many people can be employed. You know, I will support him so that many schools are built. Because by the time I will be president, if Hakainde Hichilema succeed in these things, the statistics on our country will be different. I will be at a higher level. I will be at a higher level. Support Hakainde Hichilema to be in that Premier League. Because the moment I will come and take over, people will be saying, this is the guy that has taken over from that guy, you know, who was once whatever. And I might be, you know, already my status is already appreciated as a president. So this strategy of wanting to destroy so that you can be there is not a good strategy. Because you are starting backwards. At least let the guy who is there do some of these things. You know, when you come, some of these things that Hichilema is doing, it will be some of us who will be collecting the results. You know, it will be some of us who will be collecting the results. I mean, this country, I'm so appreciative of this country. And I'm not doing politics about it. But you know, if you look at the infrastructure that is in these countries, like here where I am, if you look at the infrastructure, I mean, the infrastructure which was built by, you know, other people previously, they are booming. People are coming. You know, this country is full of tourists. They are making so much money out of tourism. Out of the president started because some people built this infrastructure. And now it is time for making money. And the lives of people is different. So that is my strategy. If that is my strategy, it's not so much, you know, no, you just want, because some of you are so basic. No, inenda tontonkanya patali, ndafika patali. Te issue ya kuwela. Nature ndifo kuwela, just have any strategy. Because, I mean, how many people have stayed out here in the diaspora? I can also stay here in the diaspora. You know, I can stay in the diaspora. But no, me, I'm looking forward to going back home because I want to build my country. I want to help those who are there build our country. So that my country can also be like this country. And then the second point, ipali unza, bamama chikamonika. Ati mama chikamonika, shi mama chikamonika kapishifu kwa kata problem ya unza. Panono fi, ati, komanda kuishiba, mukapoa maskulu, you will not have jobs. Let me tell you young people, when you are educated, properly educated, you will not lack jobs. Let me tell you, if you are really educated, not more education wire. If you are educated, properly educated, I can assure you, you will not lack employment. If you are really educated, you are educated from UNZA. You cannot be a graduate from UNZA and stay unemployed forever. No, you can't. Even people who are kwatama grade 12 certificate, wale sange nchito. What about wealth mineku UNZA with a bachelor's degree from UNZA? There is no way you will fail to be employed. And UNZA should not be reduced. UNZA is one of the best universities. UNZA is one of the best universities in the country. When you go to other countries, when you present a paper from UNZA, nobody doubts it. When you are applying for jobs in worldwide, I'm talking to a lot of people. Those who have come to UNZA, Ndama teachers, they are on high demand. Ama nurses, they are on high demand. Ama doctors, they are on high demand. UNZA is a very good school. So don't listen to Mama Chikamonika. But Mama Chikamonika has never been to UNZA. But Mama Chikamonika, I don't think she has any child. I'm sorry, I don't like to go into these territories. But I don't think she has got any child at UNZA. I've educated people at UNZA. I've educated people from UNZA. And all those that I've educated at UNZA, they are working. All of them. They are working. It's not only one person. I have educated myself. I have educated people who have gone through UNZA. UNZA is one of my best universities. It's one of my best universities. I always push people to go to UNZA. And all those that I have sponsored to go through UNZA, they are working. So this narrative to say, mukapoama skulu, tamwakale gomba, bufi, our schools, good schools, CBU, Mulungushi, Zikasi, Achani, Kwame Nkrumah, Kitwa Teacher Training College. These schools which are recognized, good schools, When you graduate from there, I can assure you, yes, you can stay. You can stay even for a year. Anywhere, even in America, you can have a little bit of challenge here and there, but eventually you will get employment. You get employment. So don't listen to people like Wamama Chikamoneka, and don't listen. She has never been at UNZA. She has never been at UNZA. And I don't know if she has children who have been to UNZA, because if she had children who had been at UNZA, she would have appreciated how valuable that paper is. How valuable that paper is. I've educated people at UNZA. My children, all of them have been through UNZA. Apart from Kia, and Kia will also go through UNZA. They are working. Even the one who is doing, I've got a daughter there. She's still at UNZA. She's still at UNZA. 3rd year. She's doing an internship. Not because she has got connections. No. I don't bring out these issues and start talking about whatever. But to tell you the truth, I mean, in as far as parenthood is concerned, I think I've done quite well. I've done quite well. So don't be cheated. If you are qualified, if you are educated, don't be discouraged to say, no, you want them. Bantu who can never be employed. They are the ones who come and say, hey, even if you go to UNZA, you want to be employed. You'll be employed. So don't be discouraged. I thought I should just pick it up from there, because anyway, let me not go there. Let me not go there. You can still call me. I just wanted to make a point on that one. Hello? Hello? You can still call me. Hello? Please move away from the other phone. Please, when you call, move away from the other phone, because we get a feedback, and don't listen to the other phone. Just listen directly to my presentation. Hello? We get a feedback, and move away from the other phone. Just listen directly to my presentation. Move away from the other phone. Move away from the other phone. I can assure you, finish. So, hello? Hello? If you are so, if I can up. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, please move away from the other phone.
Yes, Mr. Tayali. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Yes, Mr. Tayali, this is David.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to talk about this issue of, negative criticism against, Zambian universities, such as the University of Zambia. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Terry, some of these people, you see, in as much as they want to criticize the University of Zambia and some of these recognized universities in Zambia, of high education standards, like the Copperbelt University and these other ones you mentioned, should put into consideration what is there. Free education, which has been there, and all those bursaries that are being given to those vulnerable but well-deserving students that are being supported there. You see, when you acquire that education from these recognized universities, then someone is now equipped with the knowledge that they require to be able to be competitive out there. And as you've put it, to say, even outside Zambia, people graduating from these universities, they are getting recognition outside Zambia. And, the education that they're receiving from there is very, very competitive.
Yeah, so in as much as people are saying these things, we should be considerate of where we are and where we're coming from as a country. So really, some of these, political criticisms, in turn, it should be realized that we are the ones getting affected as a whole country. As the other caller had put it, to say, when we are equipped with this knowledge from these universities, we are able to actually even empower ourselves, even before the government can, provide employment. But one who have that empowerment from the knowledge they've acquired there, and also create employment. So that's my contribution.
Thank you. Hello?
Nemkwai wa president wa Tayali mwa womben.
Mkwai.
Awe na ene ndefwa ya kuleto kutotera kumashu yonse yo kuleto koselesha hapa. Deni ilingi ndatamba sana tuma clip twenu. Kulipo clip imumwala ndile pamulandu wa opposition. Mulandu wako watingataba kabe organized. Wakala atari kanashe pagana ishita ya kuvota ikafiki. Ile clip ndaibu kishana nomba pamuto. Ichaji pasana chakwe bati abantu ma opposition twakwata mucharo chesu ichazanda. Tabatontonkanya po ifintu fya kutwala ifintu pantashi. Jonsora tangisha uli mtu mwa vipa pantashi. So mubwingi wakulanda efintu mukukalifiwa kwa mutima kulalenga batu okulanda efintu fyo bengesa teka amazambians mwamo. So vena focus yabo ilingire yaba pa kumoneka bengesa chikila abantu muntu kweba ati ngabalela ndapa fintu then bale tangisha yali amashiwi aya lupato kuntanshi bafire mali rondo le fintu fubengesa afa abantu kuntanshi nontu kulanda pamulandu walupatira fene fintu fye omuntu ale bomba fire moneka batabale fwayo kutasha ichilipo echo tutashe pantatushe chikakunga pomari necho chikabomba. So awe na chapo kutasha sana pafu mule tukoselesha otherwise ilionse ndamikonka na boncha bale tumatuma mafoni ndio nkwa bwino dewe mule wachitando muombe bwe
natotera sana natotera. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, am I speaking to Mr. Tayali?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay. Mr. Tayali, Mr. President, this is Elijah calling from the UK.
Okay.
I'm happy to be on your program.
Thank you.
First time trying to call and now I'm not through.
Oh, good.
Yes. Mr. Tayali, Ndabikonka, and I'm going to conquer when, what can I say? Way back when you wanted to file in, I don't know, is it the presidential or?
No, it was it was the mayor.
Oh, okay. That's when Nambi could be conquered from that. I've learned so much from you when you're back home in Zambia, and now that you're there, I've also learned. But the good part is, Mwalienda, Mamuna, of other people are leaving. Our other economy of other countries are performing, comparing to ours with the current president. So the good part is, Tasha, because you've opened up your eyes and what you're saying is a fact. But since Zambians are there, they're not seeing the fruits what our president, but yet to do that, kusa, in light. So, I to explain, but now we're not going to participate in a program. Otherwise, wish the Zambian people, I'm also Zambian, I wish the Zambian people can realize that what we have, what's coming up, it's more than what we had.
Yes, exactly. It's giving us pride. For me, it is giving us pride, especially some of us who are out here, because our country, for once, is being discussed in a positive light than in the negative light before,
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
And I'm there, like I'm not even boasting. I lived in America and then I came to the UK. So I've lived both lives, Big countries. So not even modest, so I want to go back and to go develop. I'm developing, but Zambia should appreciate our president. We have a good president who is taking us somewhere high.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for picking up my call.
Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate, and please, let's continue supporting our country in whichever way we can. We need, a president, for him to succeed, he needs the people. So the encouragement that we can give him can boost his morale. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No.
And you're my president, actually. So,
my brother, I'm a politics, from my perspective, don't rush. Take your time. Learn as much as you can. Leadership is best when you have the good experience. You have good and long experience. It is very good. You can enjoy leadership and you can deliver. And that's what I want. So let's learn as much as we can from those who are there and what is currently happening locally and internationally. So one day, my brother, we will get there. We will get there. But for now, let's support those who are there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thank you, Amdawa. Take care.
Thank you.
Guys, the family, you got a beautiful family.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's the issue. Not to pulma, busy. Taken. And to be honest with you, I've also pupulumat where we are coming from, but I've learned that no. That is not the best way to do politics. Hello? So I just watch when I see some of these people, Hichilema, you will time will humble you. Time has humbled me. Hello?
Mr. Tayali Murshan.
Buena vem
Ndiko kuanda vipali wa pressures wale wachilala ndapali. Ndifave kuwakoseresha. Pressures wale zikako amakebi zulu. Amakebi zulu tawagabe wa president. If it after my church raise kako imwe, then I raise kako amakebi zulu. Inezo na ishiwa mundu wa iti garungu vai niwa roya wako. Baisa sareba Mawe no makebi zulu tuwawe ni waroe. Nomba nde ipusha ninka sano kurandati. Nishita baisa muntu watisi wakwe wati. Sia warandira kwe fintu susumu. Wa mkusara makebi zulu. Pasha isiwe filipio sa. So apopene wabarela ndati ba HH nabo na ora economy. Ba pressure si ili pusho dia kwe wati. By PFO by Hichilema power, Nkono MMD by Sangre. First question. And the footy, if into MMD to a test in the party price, but for PF by Samboku in any case, to Mandu of Evat, Naend Garungu, send some super question. A people to the PHH arrest of Vinotana. Our red danda can you say Yakuvat Vim Patate, Ru Patofi. No nomba kuri ba pressure sevo ninga ba kurisha tu baka kwata B atisi wale nasha ko iya ubukari buja pantu emo ba tonto kanyabe ne bago bati makedu zura reisa aresa 2026 mko chitenshi anda kekara pesa ndipese po kekara ete karaka ete tinga afuma limbili muke sa mukwikara kupandi murande bepintu byave batati abantu barachika ku understand.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Ifine muri andata kwa bati ndipo ete chivesa wamye kwefintu inenga naisa kishinka ayoma kwefintu.
Thank you, my brother.
Ifintu vile wa mabena bari kondema sobo ebo barera ndaba ko batero na ore fintu nkono mina irubana kati iseko bekaro kuli nkono mina irubana kumyabo so a precious murebo sha ko mutima muri bana kashi no tuta kulanda ukalanda ke makebuzu pali makebuzu pena marabe ko. Thank you Tayali.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Tayali le mikonka ke uno bwino kumwambira totera mwanja sukakole.
Okay.
Yeah, so never mangani.
Okay.
Kurusaka.
Okay.
So efo yewa Tayali so kumulanda kuli bambe baletali kalero bambita baletali kabale suminisha na basumone ko risto buteko ai. Sometimes ichirenga kira kumono rubalirobe. Wati ne kuruba yandi consent yo ukwete wa president bezo kwali nali batemo parwandi. Nokwa vota ndi bavota tinga nokwa vota kutaba vote. Ubu afi obuli pokwati ko sekte ko bibili kwa tama tax driver. Bali to promise esingi tapali chat tikapo. Ero filewera ko fe wesi. Ndarati mewe batayali kwe bati ba Edgar Lungu bati kike kwa pass mafuma truck driver. Tetu musumine bati I would ask you to go and research. Bari chitonto nkalicheko na ngwa chendele mpolitiko kwa twashite tu ukisha ko last time mu last minute but all the same chaza twapulisha nombo kwisa kwa bantu doni barista scrap pyonse ero tawala ndakuno kana
So
ero tuletula ko wesi na mwe kumone ku Kongo kule
umfweni make us understand you are a truck driver, you are the one who knows some of those challenges. So some of these challenges, you are better off spelling them out. Mwalanda buno wino kwa wati. Like you, pali ififia so. Ifide chitika kale, chari so. Nomba hapa chiri so. Mwalonda kuna nangwifili 4 or 5 ifidia. So that abantu bachita appreciate.
Okay. So, chakwa ya pochra yaranda. Balungu, as a muloko kuambila muloko as a truck driver. Per day, bashire leta under SI bare tulipira 390. Omo localist.
Number your 390.
Then international $20.
Wait a minute, 390 as what? Salary mwale penga wabomba every day yadi 390. What is this 390?
Yadi allowance yo. Salary separate. Iyo ni allowance.
390.
Ngawachake tripi mu for example wafuma walonga for example walonga fertilizer lete ufuma paka fiwe nanguletu wala kapiri nanguletu wala kasumbalesa ila inese road mbakuye bakupera 390 kwacha understand hapo
first ndefwa tukonkane buno sana. So ma drivers bali bapasala litaifa fine
Empire.
Bali wapa salary. So ngawaingira as a driver bala pera salary to say limbi mwamfu na 5,000 kwa chataifa fili.
Empire.
So iwenga walonga nomba bakutumatifikalie kasende fertilizer kukafiwe utwale kukapili you are paid 390 kwacha.
As allowance.
Okay. I find a little bit yaumfika kwa a little bit too much because 390 wafuma paka fiwe wayakuna nikane kukapili 390 palashi baisa kupea na salary yowe 5 pin ngama na nikane ngama ama bus drivers but ama bus drivers abako bati afma ku Livingstone aisa ku Lusaka na vena they are getting 390
kuli awote tindandeko sikwete po evidence oko that's why anda akakurubalirwe
ama truck drivers. Oh, okay. Anyway, then another thing.
Then cross border ngofumase mu Zambia wa ku country yaleva ni bayivikire na balungu $20 per night. So epo bayishira ba UPNG balista scrap off yonsefo ile ya loko yali sapandit kwacha. Then for the past like three epo ba win next year kufika this year baishirika baisina pa $20 baishita pa $15. Then another issue safety mu Congo. Baisa to promise aba new don government that we support kabisha pa safety mu Congo tukashita ingenzi Congolese government ko batukamune safety no ya Mkongo. So pali chonse na rande sitatua tayari tapali cha kikapu. So pala mpupo musa kwa tibambia abantu bata kwatine umuntu ngatanje batu banyudoni balebomba nala umkwase ukusumino kwa bati balebomba eno bakumisha ko kadarize moto nembo nako.
Okay,
so according kwatine ku portion ya ndikesi geko ndedilira ko icho tinese ko batirenga timina pakati.
Okay, so your company mubombako is ni mo ine company iwe mwale bombako ndio ba PF baliko mwale ni same company.
Awe
nimbi company. So ko bale mpera 390 ni company mbita ifafine.
Yamkwai.
Ukuna mubomba ni company mbita ifyo.
Yamkwai.
Okay, number umfweni panono because apatulela nda abantu abengweleta shani bale umfwa. So I am Maria Shimuleta, abantu gabaleta Mariashi. These are some of the stories that I take advantage, to sort of like explain or sensitize people. Number one, ubuteko twakwata mu Zambia. It is a liberalized economy. A liberalized economy simply means that I'm a businessman. They are free to engage in business using their own policies. Government, for example, all the government does is to implement what they call the minimum wage. So government here become minimum wage kwa tingamwangisha omuntu mufire mwampela so much. So there is no company that should pay less than the minimum wage. But whether the company is going to pay more, ngabale for kupela 2 pin, ngabale for kupela 3 pin, that is up to the company. Government does not control. Uteko wa Zambia, whether muli balungu, whether muli aka inde Hichilema, we are living in a liberalized economy, meaning to say, imwa pomuli as a driver, you are the one to negotiate with your employer. It is not the government. So let's say wale mpera $15, akale wale mpera $20. Teva aka inde Hichilema balete yo. Iliyefunde teva aka inde Hichilema balete. That is how you have negotiated with your employers. And I'm very sure other drivers are not getting the same. Other drivers, maybe they are even getting more. So the negotiation is between imwebene nawa mingishe nchito. Ubuteko bibika minimum wage. No kumekinga sure kwa cho baledi pila napsa bale mpela ma leave days. That's where the government ends. That is number one. Number two, Congo. Zambia is a sovereign state. Congo nayo chalo chimbi. So sometimes I'm a risk facing Congo mostly. Congo has been a problem for a long time. Ama problems facing, they are dependent on the stability of that country. Kukongo, if intunga filibuino, ubuteko filifia everything is okay. Ama risk yala chepako. Nombanga kwambo kubenkondo filia, abantu abakweta guns bafula, shana shani. ama risk yala pamuru. So even as a government to engage the government of Congo is very difficult because Congo kuliko ama confusion. Apaso abale teka Congo tena nikanefye te central government kudina bambya marempos abaliko eno mwanisha abantu wa Congo bama masoja tabafola nokufora bakwata futi but tabafola they look for money bala ifolesha so ngabasanga mu attack drivers they attack you and whatever. So it is because of the problem that is in Congo, the instability that is in Congo, that our drivers are facing challenges. It is not so much to say our government is failing, because nangu stay engaged. Ngawale wakudia takuli stability, it becomes a bit of a problem. Na total sana. But so really, negotiations. They are very much dependent on you, because I'm very sure other drivers they might be getting more. Others they are not even getting paid what you are saying. I'm sure kujama drivers are like, kansha waleso for bafona, you know. So it really depends on how you engage the abamingishengito. But it's not really the government that decides to say pay these people this, pay these people this. It's not.
So now mpokuwa tayari but kwati iya $20 na 100 kwati over wage hapa ni government ya implement after ama negotiation nama company then nama union leaders
ama union leaders ama union leaders, they are not government. It's not really government. I don't agree it is government. No, it is not government. Government does not interfere in terms of allowances. No, government only brings about minimum wage. Ama allowances, if you could negotiate, for example, a housing allowance is a percentage on your salary, and it's not government that says to it is a percentage on your salary. Ama allowances really. You negotiate with not government awe belami be papande wafa to akwata mwamuna mulefola munando awe so nangu treksa blame government
yingu kwa tayari nomba ningu kwa tuweze kumaranda leo na tokila nomba na lami sana question pe yako bad narata na lao kwa answer background na mama mbata contribute nangu afi kurunda kwa kwa atimishi if it was losing interest in your position, because they never let to promise I feel very campaigner, but in the actual sense, tabako atapo na makapali people very promise. Na
tote sana. Hello? Yes.
Ba president mo bomba sana mpani mo tusha sasa.
Mkwa.
Nevo barati ndefa fresh tukutako kuti contribute kumwa mamle rondo rap ona indi try so adi mon
hello hello
Machoma bonzo tayari.
Bueno Machoma. Just the other phone line, Juvika, please try to call again so that you can talk. And I thought you are a driver, but please go ahead, Mami. Go ahead. Come back.
Okay. In fact, nezofuna kukamba mamina la driver nzeko kanone hapa. Nezofuna kuzana nati. I think maybe when you come about the government about Congo issues and the ibatandiza kuti katundu levels ma truck drivers. Bano this year pa border then ku Congo kuja ma truck sa Congo atenga katundu peleka mu Congo. Basa vingera mu Congo ma truck drivers ba mu Zambia. Maybe that way our country can help on that.
Problem na eveyo mzapezeka because ma contractors vama transport waja vama tenga contract kuchita deliver katundu kani kuchoka ku South Africa kani kuchoka ku Zambia mpaka kani ku Lubumbashi o ni kujuko maoni upeze kati mukongo muja mulibe ma truck drivers mulibe ma truck drivers mulibe ma truck kaili kuli nkondo kuja ni situation ya Congo niyovuta really niyovuta
for sure. Yeah, because I used to work kwa nezosenzera ku border kuja niyovuta just situation help to have my drivers to job kukamisana na bene ba company put us to can able to deliver the goods at the border. The rest la bali zonera makongoli veve vakaletabe na contract yabo yokana kungena mkongo because they will be dying, they will be suffering. Then they will be blaming our government. Our government doesn't have power because we've been sign a contract yongera mkati.
No, ziko mami.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening, thank you. My name is Kenny.
Okay.
My contribution, I would like to differ with the guy who talked about the government neglecting truck drivers. I would like to clarify something. We run a logistics company which does cross-border trading.
Okay.
Before April, before the SI was issued, drivers were paying, some drivers were being paid 2,000 kwacha. But after the SI was issued, their minimum wage truck drivers, the minimum wage for truck drivers went to 4,000 kwacha. Then, a daily subsistence allowance for cross-border, it's $20. It moved from $15 to $20 for the trucks which have got a cabin. And for the trucks which don't have a cabin, it is $30 per night or $30 quarter equivalent per night. The local routes, it's 150 kwacha. So if we say one goes from Zambia Brewery to go to Ndola, they are given a subsistence allowance of 150 kwacha every day for the days they will spend that side. Then mileage allowance, it's 2 kwacha 15 weight per kilometer.
Oh.
Which they move. Yes. Per kilometer, 2 kwacha 15 weight for each kilometer which they move. But it's our company. When they cross, let's say they cross to the other side to Katimamuliro border, immediately that side, we give them, in Zambia, give them 150 kwacha per day until they are looking for $1,000 going to our Bay. When they reach by Katimamuliro, we pay them for the trip. If they move 3 days from Ndola to Walvis Bay, we'll pay them 450 kwacha within Zambia. But when they cross to Namibia, we pay them, maximum is 14 days, we pay them $200. But if they overstay, every day they accumulate a $20. Every day. So, and when they transport copper, we give them an allowance for transporting copper without any incident. We pay them 4,000 kwacha. When they load dangerous goods like sulfur, we pay them 4,000 kwacha for delivering sulfur to Chizakombo. That's how it has been with us. Then we pay them 15% housing allowance on top of the minimum wage, and we pay them lunch allowance, which is mandatory by law, which is about 50%. That's what I needed to make in terms of a clarification I had.
No, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you. Hello?
Mwishani wa tatu.
Mbona kumkaya?
Mkwaye. Neo Richard Chiwesa Gonda.
Okay.
Mkwaye. So, mwafyashi. Nanyapa kuchakoli. Muchire switchi like mulesa potanga. Support apanomba kari kwa first mwali ku PF, then maisha manje muni ku UPND. So I just wanted to find out to say, where do you really stand? Like, what's the whole motive?
No, That one.
Because you're a staunch PF at some point, but then now you're a staunch UPND. So
No.
I really just wanted to find out where you stand.
No, that one, I'll let you be the judge. I'll let you be the judge. You have been following me, like you have said. Make a judgment. Make a judgment. Make a judgment by yourself.
Okay.
It's not something that I'm going to answer. No. I will not. I will not engage in trying to defend myself. I'm not. What I say is plain for everyone to see, to hear. So make a judgment. Whatever judgment, if you think I'm useless, I mean, that's okay. If you think no, okay.
I don't think you're useless.
Listen, I'm not saying you are saying I'm useless. I'm simply saying make a judgment call by yourself. That's basically what I'm saying. Okay. Hello?
Okay, no, me, I support you. You know, I'm a Sponge fan. I like how you come out.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Mr. President.
Yes.
Yeah, mawera na kabiri.
Mawera na kabiri. Mule yufana kuyumfati mawera na kabiri. Hao na imwe.
Mawera na kabiri. Kali mwatinde ngokuwera achikatinga.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, exactly. Thank you for coming back.
Natemwa kuti natemwa kujoina kuli yo company bafuma balera ndapo apa abafuma balera ndapo apa. Hello, it's interesting ifi mukwata ma programs za ine kuti nalomba mwakwata kufuna ifo bushikugumo mwakwata kofie ukulanda pwefiro kyo prefacing anga for my drivers, so that na ifo twashita ku contribute nama companies na walondora wino sana abafumapo inenga namyeva pano ndi ku Rwanda ndebwerera ku Zambia takwakabe even nangu ni mileage nangu ni shani, but company has registered government. So therefore na ifo muntu wakwe kokola turangirako muri olorubati ero andeni nali mwana abaminisita balera ndawe mupire mulenda mukonivo pakwe bamuleshefu yakwe free speaker quite alright konivo kuti abako but ngakulengera mu Congo ni 30 days ni $50 tulivaviri mu Konivo ine moto kandi yakwata breakdown ero yala maybe na ngwala senda ma days 2 weeks 3 weeks busheno yumbiudi na moto ke itundurwala kwanisha okulolera, so that tucheze kwa ama expense boy kaiye na alawisa, so that nenga kushita visa baka shite visa ya ineneka na baka shite nandi nyingi so pali uwasha mu Congo quite alright kitwalira government ye batupangire ko drive for yes kuchava bwino but batorode she kofie issue ya mifolele yena batorode kisheko bapite ko first ma company ama company dayingi yali bali registered, but mwaisa sanga tutakuli na afsa takuli nima takuli housing allowance, but yali bali registered under government. So tulero mbako mwatwatra kofe na ifo bushikubu mwata apa lekeninga fwe kokurandira abanani.
Okay, so umfweni
mukonka nyefu kwenda na program yenu hii.
Okay, so
umfweni mukonka mwino sana
na totela sana umfweni nombo funa lalanda and I'm saying this to all those who are affected. This is a labor issue, okay? This is a labor issue, and I'm hoping that the Ministry of Labor is listening. I'm hoping that the Ministry of Labor is listening. That is my first comment. The second comment is imwebe ne mwema drivers na aliyesho kumyafwa sana no mbale kendande ndefo kumyewa na ine from my point of view mwalinchita frustrate mwema drivers mwalinchita frustrate uwafya mwakwata mulairishanye fine mulairishanya but ukoba timwikatane aho tamwaikatana kuti mwasangati ava mwatampa ye chentu chitefi mwaya bambi bayoku mwaliba easily corrupted mwema drivers easily corrupted kuti tureye okay chentu chitefi bambi babapela kandalamoku vaya bekoko inena yesana ukumyafu ama drivers number problem na imwe bene mwaliba very disorganized chimuna abalanda pali yango yango but yango tayakwate emyotoka bantu batwala emyotoka kuli yango batampo kushibomvya ngachako bati bayikatana balaba bomba kuli yango who fail to function na imwe mwema drivers so hapo muli kuna nikanoko but na muya mulebomba na umbi na wena mulebomba but mwaisa bashirimba mulehishanya ngana bati okay tieni mwikatane muchite shani wasangati bambi bapita bakunu ma company kumyeni uko kwine basenda truck imwe mwaye bati auta to abomberero turefo company yesidoleke shepo abantu ba driver bene bapita kunu mabasende myotoka shenu batwala so it's very difficult to help you mwema drivers because na imwe nefeta mwaikatana so somehow some of these problems we are abused because of ourselves. We allow ourselves to be abused because amalozo ko yaba ngefine bachilanda babafumapo amalozo ko yaba no mbecho mugombera without the laws chinchi imwa apo muri na apo mwalanda paso mwaliyeshwa na rules but namuya muri kukongoka na muri kunanikane ku Rwanda eko muri uko but mwaliyeshwa rules mwabona so ngachakati mwinga mwakana chawe tetimbombe amarules aya ubuteko bweswali ndati mulefure chef ine na umbyakana chawe ubuteko bweswala ndefine inishi company yenu kuti yabomba tetimbombe teifafine nomba mulasuminisha imwe mwema drivers ni mwa kunsuminisha ubuteko bwapanga amafunde company lenye bachawe tatu amipele fina njenje imo mwaine mwasenda track mwa ku Rwanda na umbi katushumu nenu naona wali ku Congo na umbi ali ku Zimbabwe na umbi ali ku South Africa mwamuni company yali omunde mwamuni tati muwepesha nomba government nomba byafya bipo nombolo mwatambo ko bati yo ubuteko tabuli wino ubuteko bwali mpangire funde imwe mwe mushite konke funde chimo chinaba yango washita motoka wayakongola motoka ero yango ile bati yo ukusenda omuntu kufuma ku town ukumutwala ku Cheston wala 30 kwacha but wasenda omuntu wamutwala 20 kwacha ero wafuma po waisa pachilimba batari tulandire niko bayangu batari ni motoka yobe you drive license mwa kwata ni waine poka license ya bu truck driver ero kupoka bu truck driver tekwaranguka but no wapokele license ni wabone simina na motoka okusenda motoka ukuya kwa namba urefu wawera futu wasambo kulira yo batari tamule tulandirako batari nomba na mwaruka wa pressing mwamona so fumwe fintu ifi sometimes na ifotu senda kwa mbadi ngafya vipa natotela
natotela ayo tulepeperera nikeni bawamye fintu wa president wetu ngamwaisa hapo tatlefuat kese amboko idishanya kuliwa
so that's why ukunga mleyo ko tule support aka ine Hichilema mwebalenda sana mwema truck drivers kulande visu mapachalo cheni noto kuafika kuno mlega wino sana kuno kuna nikane kuno ku Rwanda kuno kuli wino sana Kagame musuma haka inde Hichilema so apa mulwele so apa guys
natotera sana pali encouragement yenu ufema drivers tatwa ikatana but futi ninsala
namwishwa efo akainda Hichilema lefo kuchinja vifini mamona efo akainda Hichilema lefo kuchinja akainda Hichilema attitude akwete yako bati nangu twachura kwe ishi kuishi nono at least kula kuntanji fyawama mamona at least kula kuntanji pesa shani fyawama nomba ifuti for that nomba lero ngayishilile ngamailo sometimes ufile we muntu wasumi no kuchula kopa nono pako bati maino fika teshani fika kuamine nomba tatufwa efe so sometimes mwema drivers finga mwalimi nekati mwaima mulamona wa teacher mulamona wa teacher ba teacher nga wae bati tatulewomba nishita wawombe wonse mamon nomba mwema drivers atao tatuwawombe chimbi chafu chasenda track hicho chaya yo bakutavye nchito so sometimes
yo bakutavye nchito
chinove chasenda track fimo ukwisambe pesha no kumbe pesha na uri amorupe inanishi ndefule shati ndefiranjira ko fimbi vyapita kunuma vyayasendo tumasana bitoto tunono nasara ninjimini naneka. Okay, this is
my phone. I'm doing a salad.
Not totera.
I was totera. Slogan is near where up.
I shall intend to Musapotaka.
I was slogan is where up.
Not totera, son. Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Thank you so much. Huh?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this platform. It's my first time. I'm glad I'm through. And I've been following your program. Just to share my thoughts on the news concerning our president. I think we just have to say thank you so much for the hard work that is putting in together with the cabinet and everyone involved to make sure that Zambia is put on the map and good things should come out. The only challenge is Zambians, we don't like to appreciate when good things are done. But when bad things are said, I'll give you an example of what the USA published concerning the misuse in means of health, concerning the money that they give us. Look at how people responded. They said a lot of things, you know. When good things happen in this country, we keep quiet. And shishirenga twakwato ifintu sumanga file chitika. We only want bad things to happen. That's when we can talk. This is the only country that we have. Let's not create that environment that only you, when you are there, that's when good things should happen. No. We are all Zambians. Whoever is in the state house, whenever they do something good, it is all for this country. And this is the only country that we have. This kind of hatred is not going to take us anywhere else. And this is a problem we have even in the political arena, because these politicians, it seems they hate each other. Such that when they come in power, they want to brush off everything that the previous government did. What you're doing, you are taking the country backwards. So let's learn as Zambians to appreciate. This is good news for our country. Okay? So, thank you so much, Mr. Tayali, for speaking to us. And I believe that a lot of people are listening. Basically, what this president is doing is to make sure that we have solutions that can stay for long, even for other generations to come. Look at what we are celebrating with what Kauta did. We are using those things, and that's the right direction that we should go. I'll give an example of most governments that have passed when it comes to electricity. They were doing these subsidies, probably even get into contractual agreements with utility companies. If I could say for a short while, not considering other avenues of how we can diversify or increase the power generation. But here we are. So let's learn to appreciate when good things happen. Mr. Ali, thank you so much for the platform.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Atari Mawombe.
I'm coming Mawombe.
Yampa. Atari. Chama ndi kushoka pali wa international marukura wa makedi. So if you pay direct on 2026, so that's going to be up to 2031.
No, ili ashira chitumbi ilikapwa before my elections. Ili ashira chitumbi ilikapwa before my elections. Likapwa. Likapwa. Kaidi apa inomba ili mu Supreme Court. Apa mu Supreme Court. So Supreme Court nomba li nefi. Baka veto ko bati baka londolore side yabo efo bamwene mungu bikaidi koti lower court yali ndati yo twale ni chitumbi chibane kabiye nikashikeni ku Zambia uyu muntu ali ni president bena bakana so no manaba ku Supreme Court so Supreme Court tukomva Supreme Court ofo ikalanda inende subiro ko bati judgment yo ikafuma before ama elections
That man is very adamant. No.
Ariko so mutima muntu ulya, ariko so mutima.
Ariko so mutima.
Takwa umuntu utu asungo munobe muchitu munanikale mu mochari shuwa. Wabwela wambola nokula bitano ule kampena no ku kampena.
Wacha kuzanda mu kampena shuwa. Wacha liko no mfriji wali mkomena.
Wali mkomena mu fridge ama nokula pitano. Nabana kulia nabona bakulira nabona abekano bikala banedia no kulia basamba no kusamba aho mwande abantu
bari family y'abarungu yabakwita kanje
ishi
family y'abarungu family fe yabo fe
iyo ile yashirimbi mune na totera
totera
hello.
No, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I want to appreciate you, what you are doing. One thing that I want to say, EF members, they don't appreciate HH is doing well to the people of Zambia. But the opposition that we have in Zambia, today, most of the part of Osaka, there is no logic. But people are failing to talk about that. When people are talking about good things, they'll say, no, you have the page. No, you are eating the ruling party. I want to mention this guy. Kendumbo. Kendumbo, he always to talk about when things are bad, he'll talk about the bad things. When things are right, he'll talk about the good things. But people are attacking him. People are getting screenshots. PF members, they'll post on their pages, Kendumbo, you are PF, you are UPND member, you are doing this and this and this. Today I saw Bamunduvile, who was against what these people posted about the HH.
About the recognition of HH.
Yes. What he was talking about, he was just lavish. We can just get shocked. So, for me, I want to urge all the youth to vote for UPND. The challenge that we have is just that even the UPND member that we have, when you call them, they will think maybe you are asking for their money. May I requested for Riswaniso's number. When I call him, always I call him. He don't even pick up. You call him, sometimes you even catch. What they think is that maybe we are asking for their money. What we want is for the president to come back again. That's all. So that Tayali, very, very much thank you for what you are doing.
So my brother,
continue.
So my brother,
yes, I can.
Just on the last point, where you are calling some of these UPND leaders and they are not responding, I share your frustration. I share your frustration. Even me, at my level, I don't have so much access to some of these leaders. I don't have. Even me. Now you can imagine.
They think.
Now you can imagine.
They are stingy. Problem, they are stingy. They think maybe when we are calling them, we are asking for the money.
Yeah. So now
listen. We don't need.
So now listen, my brother. So if at my level, I have a problem with some of these people, what do? I come here. You see this program that I'm doing. I do it out of my own. I don't care whether they respond, they don't respond. I just don't care. I do my part. So even you, my brother, I'm urging you that do your part in where you are, in your environment. Let's ignore about these people. Let's ignore these people to say, this one hasn't picked the phone, this one hasn't picked the phone. Even me, I tell you, I can show you a number of people that I tried to engage and they don't respond. But it's okay. I'm sure they are also doing their own things wherever they are. For us, let us also do whatever we can where we are. The focus is, let's make sure that Hakainde Hichilema wins the elections next year with a landslide victory. Let's make sure Hakainde Hichilema wins with over 90%. Because we don't have opposition. We don't have opposition. We don't have. So Hakainde Hichilema can even go through with 96% vote. The rest will be those people which have not voted
and
properly.
One thing that I'm sure even the opposition, they will think maybe they have rigged the election.
No, that is the point.
They would never accept what the result will come out.
No, that's why we need to keep on telling them that can you put your acts together? Because they are doing nothing. They are doing nothing. How can they expect votes? Hey, how can they expect votes?
The challenges that we have, both what? Let me say about this. You see, today if you move around the Rusaka roads, most of the roads, they have potholes. But no one, even on social media, who are talking about those challenges that we have. For them, it's just mentioning
That's all.
The challenges that we have as a country, they are failing to talk about it. Instead of telling the government to say, no, we have these challenges. You government, what are you planning to do on these challenges that we are facing? But for them, they are just busy attacking everything, even someone to have an accident, they'll mention You see.
No, thanks, my brother.
It's very
Thank
rubbish.
you. Thank you.
That's why we are failing to vote for them. Next year we are still voting for HH. So even my MPs, but Tayali, I have a lot of numbers for the MPs. Most of them, you call them, they are failing to pick up. UPND members, I am failing to understand them.
So my brother, listen, I'm emphasizing to you and also others, forget about those numbers. They will just frustrate you. You do your part. Don't bother calling them. Don't bother calling them. You just do what you have to do.
Sure.
Those numbers that you have, just ignore. Just go on the ground, campaign, let people understand the good things. You first of all understand what the government is doing and talk to people. Ignore those MPs and whatever. Just ignore them. They will just frustrate you. Thank you, my brother.
You are bosses. Me, I always campaign, whatever it is.
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Mr. Tayali. Next year.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? We did have your program, and you always speak the fact. You know what? These PF surrogates, the PF have failed to accept the fact that they are not in power. You get my point?
Yes, yes.
They are trying all they can to discredit what Akainde is doing.
Okay, the network has failed. I think anyway, I will end my program here. I think we have had a good program. But just to wrap it up, I want to emphasize that Hakainde Hichilema being nominated among world leaders, among best world leaders, it is a benefit to our country. It is something that we Zambians should be proud of. It is something that we Zambians should support. It is not something that you should start saying, hey, no, what about this? What about this? No. These, the Telegraph that has nominated President Hakainde Hichilema, they didn't nominate him from without. These are not praise singers. These are think tanks. They engage consultants. They engage these think tanks. And they scan around the world to choose who should be nominated. Just like players, they go around, they see which player should be nominated. Just like in the film industry, they check in the Hollywood who is who. And that is when they nominate them. Even among musicians, they check who is who. And that's when they nominate them. That is what has happened even with those leaders that have been nominated, among whom Hakainde Hichilema is. So they have looked at how did this person come into power? How his democratic and political prowess? What about the police, the policies in the country? What policies is he implementing? What has he done for his country? Where has he brought his country? And clearly, Hakainde Hichilema, facts are there. Hakainde Hichilema won with a landslide victory in a democratic election. Hakainde Hichilema embarked on, revamping the economy, which was in the ICU. He brought physical discipline, making sure that our country is spending money on the right things, on right quality, at the right price, within the right time, if I could put it that way. Hakainde Hichilema went to say, I need my people to be enlightened. He implemented free education. Hakainde Hichilema said, okay, I've implemented free education, but these people don't have schools. Hakainde Hichilema brought in CDF so that schools and hospitals can be built. Hakainde Hichilema realized that there were no teachers. You know, the pupil-teacher ratio was poor. What does Hakainde Hichilema do? He employs teachers and nurses. He has employed a lot of them. It is to make sure that those children who are going to school, they find teachers there. That's why he has employed them. Those hospitals which are being built, they have nurses, they have doctors. That is why Hakainde Hichilema has been employing them. From there, Hakainde Hichilema, he has realized to say, there are a lot of young people who don't have employment. How am I going to create employment? He has embarked on improving the private sector. We hear Hakainde Hichilema always talking with the business community. We see a lot of people visiting State House, engaging Hakainde Hichilema, people coming from other countries, you know, diplomats, businessmen, investors wanting to invest in Zambia. Hakainde Hichilema, in the mines, he has brought in policies that will reticulate the mines so that they can produce more. Now, all these things and many other things, all these things cannot happen overnight. All these things, they may take time. They will take time before they reach the maturing or the bearing of fruits time. We are at a time where, you know, investment is being done, things are being built. Eventually, these things will start bearing fruits. Hakainde Hichilema has removed our country from a country that was looked at to say, this country, we cannot do business with it. Hakainde Hichilema has brought it, you know, to a level where people can say, at least we can trust Zambia. Debt restructuring has helped, you know, for the government to be able to spend on developmental issues, paying civil servants. Civil servants are no longer complaining. So, in short, all these things are what has made President Hakainde Hichilema to be recognized. And this is not a simple achievement, no. It requires discipline. It requires hard work. And from us citizens, we should appreciate Hakainde Hichilema, because really, what is being built in Zambia, we may not see these things, the benefits right now, but eventually we will see the benefits. Let's support Hakainde Hichilema, especially as we come towards next year when we'll be voting. Let us vote for Hakainde Hichilema. There is a by-election in Chawama. Make sure we give the UPND a vote, because we don't have the opposition to vote for. Let's just vote for UPND. We also have another by-election coming in Kasama. Let's make sure that UPND performs well. I'll talk about these other issues later, especially the issues of Chawama and Kasama later on. For tonight, I just wanted us to appreciate what Hakainde Hichilema is doing, and this recognition, which is an evidence that really the man is doing his best for the country. May God bless you, and may God bless Zambia, and indeed President Hakainde Hichilema for the good works that he's doing. Thank you.